name's Judy, and I'm here today to keep you stamping or staying busy. I hope everyone's staying safe and healthy and keeping busy. My info can be found right here. You can follow my Instagram or Facebook page, as well as shop with me or place an order using my April Hostess code. I'm a Canadian demonstrator, so if you don't have a demonstrator at the moment, I would love to be your demonstrator. We have the new catalog releasing this June, and so if you'd like a free catalog or your copy of a catalog and you don't have a demonstrator yet and you live in Canada, please feel free to reach out to me. The mailing selector deadline is the end of this month. So for today, I thought I would showcase the Dress to Impress stamp set. This also comes as a bundle and a suite. If you buy the bundle, it comes with, it's the stamp set and coordinating die set, which is all dressed up. So you can make the 3D purses. I'll probably see if I can create a tutorial or a post about the purse. Yeah, and if you buy the suite includes all the designer series paper as well as the bundle and all these other embellishments. If you buy the stamp set and die set bundle, it's 10% off than buying it separately. So let's get started. So these are 3 different cards. Let's start off using the same bundle, of course. Let's start off with this one here. So this one is the simple stamping technique. And the supplies that you'll need for this card is a Whisper White cardstock cut at 4 by 5.5. The card base, which is an 8.5 by 11 cut in half and then scored in half at 4 1/4. The inks that I've used for this particular one is Balmy Blue, Petal Pink, Highland Heather, Mint Macaron, Daffodil Delight, Smoky Slate, and Memento Tuxedo Black. I know that's quite a few colors. If you don't have those particular colors, use whichever colors you like or that you have on hand. And for this card, I also use the Happy Mother's Day sentiment and the lipstick and I don't know what this is called, artisan watercolor? I don't know. Figured since Mother's Day is around the corner, we do a Mother's Day theme this week. So let's get started. Sorry if I'm yapping too much. Oh yes, for this technique, I also almost forgot, I used my Stamparatus. So this is an amazing tool. I don't know, I don't have any complaints with it. It has a second piece of this here that goes up here, but we don't need that today. And it helps make this card very easy, and you'll see very shortly. So let's get started. So I used their magnets over here. It's a very strong magnet. I've heard a lot of demonstrators accidentally breaking their magnets because it comes with a set of 2, and when it collides, it cracks. So to avoid that, I just use 1 for now. So let's just take out the lipstick first. So what I want to do is align it just so that it gets off the page a bit there. Yep, that looks about right. Oh, hope I'm still on screen. Okay, pick that up. And we're gonna stamp the lipstick in Smoky Slate. So the good thing about the Stamparatus is, let's say if you don't get a good impression the first time, because everything is all lined up, you can re-stamp it to get a good image the second time. Okay, so the first one is good. Now we're going to move this down. So this is one of the perks, one of the many perks that I love about Stamparatus. Stamp it down. Move it. So to remove this plate, you gotta hold it up at the 90 degrees angle. Before I accidentally break it. Close this because my fingers always somehow get to my ink pads. As you can see, it got red on me. I'm gonna wipe down my stamp. It's always good to clean off your stamp. Now I could easily just turn the plate over and put the second image there, but I don't know why I'm not doing that. Okay, so let's line this up here. So to get the colors light, because I didn't like how it looked when I first did it, I believe the technique is called second generation stamping. So we start off with petal pink, so let's start with that. Is that on screen? Oh, sorry. I think that's off screen. Let me just scooch that over. There you go. So because the first coat is always too dark for me, as you can see, I just stamped it once, face this back, because I know I lined this up based on the border of the grid paper. I can easily line it back up. Okay. So that was petal pink that we're stamping down. So it's just like a light wash of color. I don't know if that's a bit too light, but wipe off your stamp. And then the next color. So the next color we got on the card is Daffodil Delight. So we're gonna move this down one peg, one notch. Ink it with Daffodil Delight. If you like the dark bold colors on the card, feel free to stamp it directly onto the cardstock. I just kind of like the softer color. So my inspiration for this card, actually, I saw it on Pinterest. One of those days where I just get lost on Pinterest, and I decided I want to case it, especially for Mother's Day. Okay, the next color is Mint Macaron. So let's scooch that down another notch. tell I did the first time I stamped it off, it's not even. Okay, next one is Balmy Blue. This may be a longer video than intended because we're doing 3 cards. If you were interested in seeing how the other cards are made, feel free to fast forward. Oh, almost forgot to remove this. And the last color. Sorry, my crafting space is quite small. Hoping that soon or so I'd be able to have a designated crafting space. Because right now I'm crafting in my room, which also acts as my workspace. Oh, look at that. Lucky I stamped it off on there because I forgot to move it down one. Okay, so almost done. Let's take this off of this. Put it back. I have a habit of, if I don't put it back right away, I tend to lose it. And happy Mother's Day. Let's take that out and stamp it. Okay, let's move this up so better. So I guess my alignment's kind of off, but that's okay. Okay. Pick that up. Well, and now Memento ink. So I don't know about you, but especially this black ink, I always somehow get it all over me. Okay. Let's do it one more time. Oh, you can tell I kind of moved it, huh? Well, it doesn't look that bad, okay. See, I should have double checked that the card base didn't move. We can kind of fix it. Actually, yeah, let's fix it. So I'm gonna take a scrap piece of paper. Should have kept it with just one. Nope. Not my day today. Alrighty, let's try to fix it. What I'm going to do everything's fixable in the crafting world. So if you're okay with that, you can leave it as is, or to fix it, you just got this is where I love our punches. Let's hope the sizing's correct. Give me 1 second. So if the sizing works, I can use this punch. So I'm just hoping that it fits in here. Yes. Okay, just barely. Gotta hold my breath to take this properly. Yay. Okay. So this has helped me fix a lot of boo-boos. Any of the punches, I love them because that one is great for small sentiments and other ones are great for bigger sentiments. And oh no. Does it fully cover it? If I line it up just enough, that should be okay. Yeah, okay. So let's put this aside now. Okay, maybe this video might be a lot longer than I expected. Okay, stick that back on there. Okay, let's put this aside. Now, this card is almost done. What we need are Stampin' Dimensionals. Where did my dimensionals go? Oh, there it is. Too many things on my desk. Okay, Stampin' Dimensionals. So let's stick this. Actually, let's stick this on this first. Because it is a small. So we have minis as well, but I'm not gonna keep you waiting looking for my mini Stampin' Dimensionals. Figured I'll just use the edges of this. Nothing goes to waste. Okay, so I gotta be careful to line it just like that to cover up as much as I can. Oh, I think I need one in the middle. I think it's almost dinner time. My tummy's growling at me. Sorry, just bear with me for a bit. Come on. Now, put dimensionals on the back of this. However many you like. If you're mailing it, always remember you want to put a bit more so that it doesn't sag in the middle when you mail it. Card base. I should use my pick tool, but this is a habit. Okay. So because this is measured at 4 and 5.5, we know it sits flush to the top and bottom. So just need to line it and make sure there's a thin border on the two sides. Oh. Did I even align that right? Yep. Nope, see, I am a little bit off. Wow, it's really not my day today. So I'm just gonna try to trim off that little bit that's standing out there. Okay. Shh, you didn't see me scoop up. Okay. That card does not like me. Okay, next card. So first card, finally done. Next card, we'll do this card. This is, I guess, less labor intensive. So how I got this sheet is the designer series paper comes as a 6x6. Let me just get you one to see. So it's a 6x6 designer series paper, and this one piece of paper, I used it to create the next two cards, which is amazing because that just means I didn't waste the whole card. I don't like wasting pretty designer series paper or cardstock. So this is actually measured at 2 inches by 5.5. Yep, 2 inches by 5.5. And what you're gonna do is card base. Oh, you see, I kind of goofed. I meant to make the first card as a top folding one. And then now, you know what? Let's make this one a top folding one. Will this one work? Mamma mia, I'm all over the place today. Anyway, let's just keep it as is. Okay. So what we're gonna do is glue this down, and you need a scrap piece of paper. So actually this card might be a bit easier than the first one. So let's glue this down first. I didn't think I would struggle this much on camera. It's one of those days. Okay. So I'm just gonna line that up to the top. Okay, and then the Happy Mother's Day stamp. I needed a bit bigger size, so I figured I'd pull out one of my my stamps I had for a while, which is Strong and Beautiful. So I used the Happy Mother's Day stamp for this and the other card, and then inside of it, I used To the Woman Who Does It All with Grace and Wisdom. This one right here. So this is a beautiful set for sentiments as well. Having a brain fart moment. I don't remember if it's still a current item in the annual catalog or not, because I bought it a while back. Usually I would know this off the top of my head. So what I'm doing is I put it on an acrylic block and then I inked it up with Memento ink. And I'm just gonna stamp it on here. Okay. Clean off the stamp. Oh, I already got black ink on me. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna snip this. So there are many demonstrators who cut their stamps and use them separate. I didn't have the heart to do that, so this is my way of using it. Well, my alternative, I guess. I don't have the heart to cut up my stamps. Maybe one day. That probably would be easier. Okay, so I use Thailand Heather to ink up the edges here to make it stand out. Mint Macaron and Balmy Blue. So let's get those here. So Highland Heather, you can use any ink colors you'd like. And pretty much how I ink it up is I just dab the edge to the ink pad. Just like that, lightly. And you can see that edge is already inked up. Do it all around. Just to make it pop a bit. Okay. And, oh! You guys are really seeing me struggle today. Okay. Let's hope I get at the end of all these 3 cards. I'm still in one piece. This one, Mint Macaron. Just tap, tap, tap. I don't think my mom would be too picky with this card. I don't know how are you guys spending Mother's Day? I find it very tricky this year. I don't even know what to get her for a gift. We usually take her out for a nice dinner and, you know, get a nice gift. But with this lockdown, it's kind of hard. I need some ideas. Of course, she's gonna get a handmade card. Okay, so got those inked up. Get my dimensionals. And we're gonna put it at the back. This one's bigger, I'll just put 2. Just put 1 in the middle for that. And 1 in the middle for this one. So these cards are fairly easy, as long as you're not struggling as much as I am today. Okay, so how I did it on this card here on the original one, I angled it. You can angle it or you could try to keep it straight. The reason why I angled it is so that I don't really have to measure and try to ensure that it's straight. And it kind of gives it a little fun, whimsical design as if it was on purpose. And you just stick it on. Okay, and then the inside sentiments. To the woman who does it all with wisdom, grace, and wisdom. Butterfingers. Is it just me? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna try to eyeball it and try to get it as straight as I can. I like to hold it down a little bit just so that the ink sets. Okay, now that card is done. And then I like to every card I send out or so, I like to, at the back, stamp a handmade by, did I even stamp on any of these cards? Oh yeah, I did. I like to stamp a handmade by Judy Lee and then the Stacking Up logo, which I didn't do on these cards, but I will soon. Okay, so that's the second card. Now the third card, the third and final card. Okay, so how this looks on the outside and the inside. What you will need is the design. So that same designer series paper, pretty much how I cut it up is I cut it 4 inches first, and then that leaves you with a 2-inch here to use on this card. And then down here, I cut it so that it is at 5 1/4. So 4 inches by 5 1/4. It leaves, which gives you this, right? And I cut it down 3 1/2, which splits it in half because we're gonna turn this one around. And that also gives us this little strip here to put inside. Either side that you prefer. That's why one designer series paper, use it on 2 cards. Okay, so because this one is going to be a top folding card because I accidentally used the other folding. I meant to turn this into a top folding card, but as you can tell, I kinda grabbed the wrong one. Okay, so let me just clear this out. Okay, so how we're gonna do this. That's one thing I remembered. So what I forgot was that I also had a 4 1/4 by, let's, give me 1 second. So I actually had a 4 1/4 by 4 by 5 1/4 cardstock that I adhered this to. But because I forgot to cut it out and I don't want to make you wait, I'm just going to use a copy paper that I already pre-cut. Usually I have this inserted inside the card to write on the inside. But because these are white card bases, we don't need that. Okay. So we are going to, let me move this out the way. We're going to adhere this to this. Just gives me a base or something to hold on to so that I could tie the ribbon. And then we are going to adhere this one. So this is pretty much the back of that. Just flipped it over. Okay. Now, the ribbons. I didn't mention about the ribbon earlier, huh? So, the Tea Room Ribbon Combo Pack. This was in their clearance section. I'm not sure if it still is in there because things are going pretty quick. We are going to use this one, which is, I believe, Coastal Cabana, but because it's very similar or very close to Mint Macaron, we'll use this. And then my ribbon tying technique. So I'm just gonna remove this off the block. And I'm gonna tie it around this. So this is block C. I'm using block C to get my ribbon measurements or ribbon tying perfected. Always make sure you have enough ribbon on this side. Struggle's real today. Okay. Oh. Come. Why isn't it going properly? Okay, I haven't struggled this much before making cards. Decent. I'm gonna use my ribbon scissors and chop. Let's make this side a bit shorter. Okay. I'm gonna take this off the block. So depending where you want the ribbon, sorry, I had it. You should have pretty much, if you want it in the middle, you cut the ribbon right down the middle. But because I want it to the side, I cut one side a bit shorter. And glue dots. So I'm gonna use, uh-oh, my family's calling me down for dinner. There. And then I'm going to put a glue dot here. Because I want to cover that line. That's why the ribbon's here. Almost done, I promise. Okay. Now we're going to adhere it to the card base. So it's going to sit like that. Make sure it is centered. Sorry, I don't know if my head got in the way there. Okay. The sentiment. We are going to use, where did my scrap? There it is. Okay. It's the same sentiment, but what I did because I wanted to use my punch. Sorry, that was my sister. I want to use this punch. So lost my train of thought there. So I'm gonna partially ink it up. And I'm gonna use my Stampin' Chamois to pretty much, well, my chamois is actually, I got this alternative as a friend got it for me. But I do have my Stampin' Chamois. It's somewhere at the moment. And I'm gonna stamp that right here. Happy. Wipe that off. Now we want Mother's Day. So this is the reason why some demonstrators cut their sentiments to make it easier. And then you have me here who doesn't have the heart to. So I'm doing it this way. Happy Mothers. Okay. And day. Good enough. Okay. Close this up before I get it everywhere. And now punch. I love the punches because it's a quick fix to any boo-boos that I have on the cards. Cover up mistakes. Okay, now we need dimensionals. Where did my dimensionals go? I swear it was right here. Nope. Oh, found it. Okay. Put however many you like. Let's put it here. That might sag in the middle, so I'm gonna put one in the middle. Okay. It's dinner time. I don't know how many of you, if this happens to you at home, or maybe it's my house, but usually when it's dinner time, it's Judy, come down for dinner kind of thing. So I'm just gonna line that up there. Did I take out all 5? Or did I just take out 4? Oh, I just took out 4. See? Too busy talking. It's really not my day today. Okay, that is done. Now you just need to do it on the inside. Do I want this? Or do I want this? Let's do the green one. Okay. And then you just stamp your sentiment inside. Which one did I use again? There it was. To the woman who does it all. Where's the black ink? So if you guys learned anything today, it's that if I can do it, you can do it. Okay, and ta-da! 3 cards done. How long did that take? Now I'm having standard dimensional everywhere. Okay. So there it is, guys. 3 Mother's Day cards. A bit of a hiccup throughout the video, but it came about. Came together. This turned into a top folding card, so that's another option for you. Simple, very simple, with a beautiful designer series paper that's still available for purchase. And if you'd like just ink and paper, this is a card for you. Or, you know, be as bold as your lipstick. Did I put that sentiment in there? Huh. Oh, see, I forgot that part. Yeah, that's one way to fix it, but yeah, be as bold as your lipstick. And if you have any questions, please let me know. Feel free to reach out to me. Hopefully my future videos won't be as, I guess, I don't even know what, oh, I'm brain farting. Won't be as, I guess, struggling as much as this one. But yeah, hope to see you soon, or we'll be back, well, hope to be back here soon. And don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Thanks guys, stay safe, and bye.